Festus Keyamo, spokesperson for President-elect Bola Tinubu, says state governors and local government chairmen are responsible for multidimensional poverty in Nigeria. Hey, in a long while, this one, they discuss, they talk about the state of the nation. E don tire. Now they don't accuse and say, election never finish. The one where the employee put make you do as a minister, you've abandoned that, fighting on social media, fighting everybody, really, just for you to retain another position. Now he has woken up to his responsibility. Now he's telling us that it is not the fault of Buhari for Nigerians to have a multi dimension, what is it called, can you imagine? A Twitter user, okay, at Niger, Trump confronted Mr. Keyamo with the fact that the Buhari regime in which he is serving plunged 130 million Nigerians into multi-dimensional poverty. Okay, and Keyamo said, Mr. Keyamo in a tweet on Saturday stated that the study that shows that over 130 million Nigerians live in multi-dimensional poverty was sponsored by Buhari regime, but it is the constitutional responsibility of state governors and local governments. It was our government that consciously commissioned that study on multi-dimensional poverty in Nigeria and deliberately released the results. Why? Because multidimensional poverty relates to people not having access to the basic necessities of life, clean water, primary health care, primary education, accessible rural routes for commerce, and so on. However, these are outside the constitutional obligations of the federal government. They are the responsibilities of subnational governments like state and local governments, Mr. Keyamo said. By Mr. Keyamo's stance, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, El-Rufai of Kaduna, Wike of Rivers, other 33 state governors and 774 local government chairmen are to be blamed for increasing multidimensional poverty in the country. According to Keyamo, the report was published in order for citizens to demand for accountability from those levels of government and to highlight the fact that tackling poverty needs the cooperation of different stakeholders and not just the responsibility of the federal government. Highlights of the 2022 Multidimensional Poverty Index survey by the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics revealed that 63% of persons living in Nigeria, 133 million people, are multidimensionally poor. The national MPI is 0.257, indicating that poor people in Nigeria experience just over one quarter of all possible deprivations. Before now, Mr. Buhari, in his 2022 Independence Day speech, admitted that youth unemployment and poverty have remained high regardless of efforts by his regime. Nigeria in 2020 displaced India to be the world's poverty capital under Mr. Buhari's watch. Nigeria's debt profile hit 46.25 trillion naira and is projected to hit 77 trillion naira before Mr. Buhari leaves office in May. The question we should be asking this man, what's his name? Keyamo, is that when this report came out, why didn't he tell Nigerians that, oh, the so-called governors are responsible, so that Nigerians will start asking them the questions? Now you are this man, this kind of person not supposed even they to hold any office, because this guy can twist things. This Keyamo, yeah, I never see. He can twist situation for in mind. It is say he wise. Why did you not say it then that, see, this is what we have gotten, we are the ones that, intentionally carried out these statistics or this whatever, then this is the result. You have to hold these people responsibility. It is not Buhari's this responsibility. You didn't tell us all this while. You kept quiet. So they are in charge. Nigerian lawyers should apologize to Nigerians for giving this man, Keyamo, SAN. They should apologize. They need to apologize. It's true. Services near end, blame game. Because they are the ministers of labor. Hey, now wow, let me wait for Wike's reply before I comment. Who ask you, I beg? Relax, no much grammar. In few weeks now, they will understand the generation they meet. Senior advocates of nuisance. Sorrow. Okay. Now wow. Ifa consecration receiving the first hand from Orumila. Hey. Okay. Inukwa. Una the yes o. Unu na anụ. Inukwa. She ti gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń wí. Nke na anụ ife ọ nọ na-ekwu. Say it is not a Buhari's fault o. It is the governor's fault. And this man never said something like this. At least so that they will start holding their governors accountable. No, he didn't say that. No. Now I call it talker. This guy, he already knows what people will be asking, and he's already made some he has always prepared answers, because he knows quite all right, because he's always on social media looking for who raises his hand, who steps on another person's toes. All those irrelevant things are the things that he brings to social media. See, things that he's not supposed to even be talking about, and that's why he has even lost his respect. He has lost his respect. Things that are not even supposed to be heard from somebody of that caliber, and that's why people are questioning his sonship, questioning his being a lawyer. Somebody was asking that, in fact, this man needs to be investigated, because the manner at which he reasons is so absorbed, and people are always making mockery of him that he has not even won any case, even a tangible case. The same man who was criticizing Tinubu then, all of a sudden turned around. At times, they will always try to give him small respect and say, oh, Fanika, they just, that one is a write-off. Just forget about him. Now, he's blaming the so-called governors that they are the cause of the multidimensional poverty we are experiencing in Nigeria. And he thinks he's so smart. But unfortunately for him, he has lost all the respect that Nigerians really have for him. So ridiculous. Now, who is to be blamed? So Nigeria should go and do what? You are blaming them. You are not saying it now, when you ought to have said it, and Nigerians will be asking the so-called governors questions. Well, I'm sure those ones are going to reply him in no distant time. So guys, let's hear your opinion.